You had mentioned that the U.S.-China trade war is certainly hurting demand for cars in China. And we know that there's been some exploration of strategic options for this car maker as well. Can you give us the current status of JLR and the outlook for its near-term future?
I think the auto sector globally is going through multiple challenges. First is change in technology. All of them have to adopt to shared mobility, autonomous, huge investments in capital. The second one, they've got to adjust to the new carbon emission norms, the CAFE norms, and the third one is the geopolitical environment. So this is a set of challenges that you've got to go through over the next 2 to 3 years. JLR has fundamentally a very strong brand, and it has got a very successful range of products. So at this point in time, we are calibrating our investments. We just have to make sure that we are able to make the kind of investments that we can make and only make what is necessary, so that we are keeping an eye on the financial performance of the company, at the same time not shying away from making the investments that we make. And we are looking for partnerships. We announced a partnership with BMW. So similarly, we are looking for other partnerships, and these are things that we will do. But fundamentally, we are making the transition.
It's not just cars that you're in. Of course, Tata Motors, you're in public transport, you're in vans. You interestingly have a partnership with China when it comes to Tata Motors. How easy or how difficult is it making partnerships in China? Are you optimistic that China is going to open up more, be easier to do business in on a standalone basis?
Yeah, I think, we have experience in China. We have our IT services company in China, TCS, which is doing quite well in China. And Jaguar Land Rover has had a successful joint venture and has been performing well over the last several years. But last couple of years has been a struggle because our market share has dropped dramatically and volumes have collapsed, partly due to the economy, significantly due to the economy. So this is an area that we need to continue to look at, because China is a very important market where Range Rovers have been hugely successful. So we also have local production in China, because that market is very different. The product that we need to sell in that market is very different from what we sell in other parts of the globe. So we import certain products, we make certain products domestically. But China is important from a Jaguar Land Rover perspective. At the same time, we've got to go through this transition of moving to new economy.